So today is all about the imposter syndrome myths. And I've got a whole section on these in Ditching Imposter Syndrome, one I prepared earlier there. Yeah, if you've not read it, go and get it. It's a great book. Totally biased I am, but people tell me. The imposter syndrome myths. These are things like, it's incurable. I need it to perform. It's a sign of high potential. I wouldn't be where I am now without my imposter syndrome. If I didn't have imposter syndrome, I'd be arrogant. It's quite a long list, okay? And the reason these are a problem, and the reason they are one of the first things I tackle with people when we work together on imposter syndrome, whether it's through the books, through self-study, whether it's in my imposter syndrome boot camp, whether it's on one of my mentor or first aider trainings, is let's clear out the myths. So the imposter syndrome myths keep us stuck, because the unconscious mind won't let us make a change it believes is impossible or dangerous. So if I'm telling myself a story of, but imposter syndrome is incurable, and anyway, I'd be a failure without it. Look at my success. Without imposter syndrome, where would I be? It's very likely that your unconscious mind, which is the bit that's running the show, is going to go, well, you're not doing anything to ditch it then. Just imagine if you ditched it. You'd be you'd be lying in a gutter, and you'd be fired from your job, and you'd be arrogant, and everybody would hate you, and you'd have been a failure. So these myths can really hold us back, and we don't even realize we're running them. So there is a self-mentoring question that you can ask yourself to uncover your myths, and then with most of them, you can look at them and go, yeah, that's rubbish. But there might be some that make you go, oof, bit of a flinch, and they are the ones that you need to clear out to be able to then ditch imposter syndrome, so you don't sabotage the success of what you're doing to set yourself free from it. So the self-mentoring question, it's actually a statement. I can't ditch imposter syndrome because. I can't ditch imposter syndrome because. Let 5, 6, 7 answers bubble up without editing. Write them down so they don't just go spinny in your head. And then go through them. Some of them you'll just go, nah, don't believe that one. But then you'll find there'll be 2 or 3 where you think, oh, okay, I do need to deal with that. And you don't have to clear them out completely. It's about softening them and starting to challenge them to create the space and the hope in your unconscious mind and your self-talk that maybe you can do something about this. And maybe you can set yourself free from this. And maybe this time it will work. So I've got a gift for you. If this has resonated with you today, I've actually got a free 5-day training on ditching the imposter syndrome myths. It's usually paid, but I want to gift you 2 weeks access to go and dive in and make the most of that. You can find it at clairejosa.com/myths. Go and sign up for it today. And if you found this video useful, please share it far and wide, and make sure you're subscribed and press that little bell thing so you catch every episode. And I'd love to see you on the imposter syndrome myths training to really get them cleared out so you can start ditching imposter syndrome.